Good morning. It's early morning. Stuck with my nephew and niece
You seem to.
at a random subway service station on the M62. It's early morning. I'm
Talking to
tired.
yourself.
I haven't slept. I haven't slept even. And
Because
I'm having a really bad breakfast. Well, it'll probably be proper gorge actually. But
Anything's proper God when you're younger.
yeah, on way to the Play Expo in Manchester, so see you there.
why are you so?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Bulletmarv video. So today I'm going to be going on about the Play Expo 2017, which I was at yesterday, that being Saturday the 14th of October. Went down with my nephew and niece, had a great time, but before I get into what happened, I'm going to cut to some footage now of, like, you know, the arcades, what they had, some of the arcades that they had there, and some of the pinball machines as well. Wish I'd got more footage, but I was getting distracted by other cool things rather than filming, so I do apologise for that in advance. See you in a moment. And we're back. So, yeah, as you saw, they had some really cool arcade games there. There were a lot more as well. I wish I filmed more of them. Again, pinball was a very strong presence there as well, which was fantastic. Some of the other stuff that I really enjoyed, actually. They seem to have a lot more indie games about there as well, so a lot more, you know, kind of homegrown talent, you know, new games, stuff like that. One of the games that I was interested in playing on, and when I went in the morning it wasn't working, so I went back later on, and then the queue massive, so I would have had to wait for nearly about 35 minutes, and me and my nephew and niece were a bit all like, screw that for a cheap laugh, was a Switchblade. So it's a MOBA style game where you play as like buggies with cannons, and you have to shoot your enemy, you have to get stuff to objectives, stuff like that, like a typical MOBA like League of Legends, stuff like that as well. Looked really cool. I have signed up for the closed beta when that gets announced, because it did look really good. So if the makers of Switchblade are watching this, send me the code for the closed beta. I'll gladly plug it because it looked amazing. I'll give my honest opinion as well as feedback as well. It's a game that I'm interested in. There also was some indie stuff as well for the Sega Mega Drive. So there was a game there called Tanglewood, which you play as a fox who's just trying to find a good place to sleep during the night, stuff like that. The game looked gorgeous. Actually, it looked like real fun. And it was kickstarted. They're waiting for all the Kickstarter stuff to get sent out, and then they're gonna do pre-orders for the actual game itself. Looks like a real good platformer. Has a really cool mechanic. Some cool mechanics in there. Only thing that I found a bit annoying about it was the when you're in the water, you seem to stick to the water too much. So hopefully, obviously, they can fix that in post, sort of thing. But who knows? If they're already planning on sending out the Kickstarter stuff, probably not. There were obviously a lot of old systems there as well that you could play. Lots of stuff like the Sharp Twin Famicom, you know, Neo Geo, AES, stuff like that as well, which was really cool to play. Played a bit of Xbox, and we had a really good time playing. They had like a LAN area where they had like Quake on there, Star Wars Jedi Knight, you know, all the really old school first person shooter games. You had Doom on there as well, and yeah, all in all, it was a really fun time. The only downside I had to the weekend was I went with 2 children. That wasn't the problem, but the fact is, we all went there to have fun and play games. We wanted to play some of the arcade stuff, like we wanted to play, you know, Sega's Power Drift, Afterburn and stuff, you know, the big cameras. We wanted to play Time Crisis, wanted to play House of the Dead, and we couldn't, because you have people who were on them for an hour, just hogging it, and I'm like, and I asked them, oh, is it okay if you just like kind of get off it so me and my mum and nephew and niece can have a go? And the guy was like, no, get lost and stuff. But the guy were on it for about an hour. The guy were on show were on like Power Drift for nearly 2 hours. And I said to my nephew, okay then, like next when this guy's done, we're in the queues to get play House of the Dead. We'll get on. Some dickhead, right, decided, just pushed in, picked up both guns, and then just started going for it on it. And at this point, I was getting really frustrated. I was like, we'll just find something else to play on. But we wanted to play on them. We really wanted to play on them, but we couldn't because of idiots not letting enough people have a go on the arcade machines. There's not really the event holders could do as well, due to the arcade machines being essentially free, so you can spend as long as you want on them. You can't say, oh, you can only spend like 10 minutes on it each. No, you can't do that really. But it was a bit disheartening. We did play though some pinball as well, as you saw. Me and Expo playing one of the pinball games there. I think it was the Lethal Weapon one that she was playing. Also, what there was, they had a pinball machine but set up to a dance mat. So you had to stamp on left and right for the left and right flipper, which I thought was pretty cool actually. I thought it was a nice, interesting thing on there. Other stuff as well, obviously you had the stalls there as well, and I did get a few things from them as well, which I will show you in a moment. So yeah, as I said, I got some stuff there. Sorry about the cut off there, I just didn't have my stuff set up, but hopefully I can nicely merge the transition there. But yeah, I got some stuff. I didn't get a lot because not really a lot that I was looking for. I was just looking for odd things here and there. So I'll start off with the first thing that I got anyway. So I was at one of the stalls and there was something there that I wanted. I had a game on top of it as well for the console, and I went, oh, how much for these two? And the guy was like 25 quid, and I'm like, sold. So I did get a golf game for the WonderSwan as well as an original WonderSwan. Nicely boxed, in beautiful, beautiful condition. It's the metallic silver. So that's the original kind of colour. The only thing that I love about it is the on-off switch. It's a much better switch as well. And obviously it came nicely boxed. You got your instructions, even a battery. So not bad that at all. I mean, for the price, I was quite happy to pay that. But there really weren't a lot of stuff there, so right, I'll get these. Obviously happy to grow my collection more and more. Gunstar is one of my favourite handhelds, it's unique. The only thing is, a lot of the games are obviously Japanese, heavy being Japanese over console and being big RPGs, but you can fundle your way through them. Especially with some of the Squaresoft stuff, because they are ports or from like games on the NES or Super Nintendo as well, respectively. One of the other things that I got was for the Sega Mega Drive, the Classics collection. So this game has Gunstar Heroes, Altered Beast, Flicker, and Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Now, I got this primarily for Gunstar Heroes. Now, I paid £20 for this, which again might seem quite expensive, but the fact is, at the same store, they actually had Gunstar Heroes on its own, and they're asking £80 for that, and to me, that seemed ridiculous. £80 for, you know, this one game, Gunstar Heroes, which, by the way, is included on this bot thing with Flicker and Alex Kidd for £20. I won't going to pay £80 for the game when I can get it for 20. But again, really nice condition, and obviously having one of the best games on the, well, probably the best game on the Sega Mega Drive, Gunstar Heroes. Been playing through it a lot recently as well, just beautiful. Loved it. Right, so I picked up some N64 stuff as well, because why not? So I just picked out these two. They were £12 each, a complete in box, and the best thing is the guy were happy to throw in the plastic covers as well for them, so like, brilliant. Because I do like the plastic cover. I like to cover the box stuff for the N64 in these plastic covers, because obviously it keeps them in much nicer condition. So yeah, so I got Quake. The N64, really good this. Interesting feature about this though is there's an option in it, like, called filter. Now you can turn the filter off, and that turns off that the really bad anti-aliasing that it has. So even through composite, it gets rid of that smear. So you get a nice look into what games could have been like if they were programmed properly without the anti-aliasing. And this game proves it. So now I'm just after Quake 2 on it, so that's quite good on it. One game that is absolutely shocking shit, and I really don't like it, but again, happy to get it in my collection, is Carmageddon 64, but all the games in really nice condition. This one does have some sticky damage, but again, in the nice plastic box things there. It'll probably be better once I get more into it, but at the moment I'm like, controls just seem absolutely shocking in it, so that's probably just me being shy, to be honest. But again, happy to get hold of that. And the last thing I got, there's going to be a running theme of stuff that I got from the Play Expo. So I was at one of the stalls, what were run by JRGS, so Japanese Games, Consoles and Accessories, there, and obviously specialising in Japanese stuff. Obviously, I've got a fondness for a certain Japanese console, and I had this, as well as a few other variants, but this is one of the ones that I was looking for. So what I got is the Final Fantasy 2 variant, limited edition variant, of the game. Very happy with it, as I've said. It was meant to come with a premium strap that you can put on the console. Unfortunately, that has gone missing. He was saying it was complete. When he opened it up and saw it on there, he looked a bit shocked himself. So it was nice enough to say, look, add me on Facebook, send me a message in a few days, I'll have a look. If I find it, I'll send it out to you free of charge. He was asking £75 for this. I did get him down to 65 because obviously missing that strap, I was a bit, it's not complete. But again, this is one of the rarer 1-to-1 variants. The Final Fantasy 1 variant that I have is more common than this, so getting this is just icing on the cake for me. So yeah, I'm very happy to get that. overall though, I did enjoy the Play Expo. A few things that I think they should change for next time. I would say increase the area for stalls for a start. Try getting more stalls in there. Other than that, everything was alright, again, apart from certain people, but there's not that you can do about that, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, that's my video on the Play Expo. If you liked it, liked it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Feel free to share this on social media, through Twitter, Facebook, obviously on YouTube, whatever. If you were at the Play Expo, drop us a link in the comment section below if you're making a video on it, so I can see what you've got as well, or what you thought of the event, because I personally thought it was alright. There were just a few niggling problems. And yeah, that's everything there. So, as I say, at the end of every video, keep on gaming.